Overwatch 2, a frustrating game where you die, and again die. But then you have moments like
They're
this.
all together, bro. What the fuck do you want me to do?
Oh shit! Are you... Oh my god! I'm fucking cooking! I'm cooking food! I'm cooking them like over there. Or whatever the hell this is. Kiriko was released on October 4, 2022, 3 years ago. Though the launch of Overwatch 2 is controversial on its own, Kiriko was one of the first controversies as she was given for free to Overwatch 1 players, whilst being locked behind a paywall for the newer players. Now the problem being that in a game like Overwatch, where switches happen left and right, this was a major blow. Not just because you had to pay or grind 50 hours or so to play as her, but because she was one of the best supports and could do so much that you needed her on your team. Now, the penultimate question. What makes Kiriko frustrating? First, let's look at her kit and see why. On the primary fire, she heals 13 per talisman and 26 per burst with capacity of 5. Do you know what any of that shit means? Does it matter? I don't know. Anyway, she reloads them fast, but she really isn't much of a healer as she can't often heal huge bursts of damage coming from the enemy, resulting in your tank or teammate dying. So she isn't even good at her own damn role, often dealing more damage than heals, which makes the secondary ability be useful outside of tilting the shit out of your enemy. Anyway, her first ability, Swift Step, aka, ah shit, I'm losing at this 1v1. See ya. Now your defense might be, well, she's a support. She needs a way to get out of engagements. And to that, I'll say, yes, she needs it. But it should make sense. Other supports, for example, Mercy, which I hate too, at least she needs to have line of sight on an ally to be able to fly towards it. But Kiriko? No, no. She's built different. She phases through the wall and goes right onto her teammate. Of course she will. Because walls and other obstacles are made for losers like you. Yes, you. Who chase after her. And even if she doesn't use it to escape, she can use it to momentarily make herself invulnerable, to maybe have a slight chance of killing you, which she does most of the time. Now, onto her second ability, Protection Suzu, aka I just outplayed you by pressing a single button. The MacGuffin of Overwatch 2. I hate this ability. Not only does it ignore about 95% of the ultimates in the game, it also taunts you. Let's look at why, shall we? First swing. They are left at a medium amount of health. 2 more swings should be enough to put bot out. But what is that? Suzu. The second swing misses, and during the Suzu, she heals Zarya and herself to full health. Third swing. They both should have been probably dead by now, but certainly Kiriko, right? But guess who dies? Her ultimate, Kitsune Rush. I I actually don't have any footage about it. I guess it's good, so that's all I'll say about it. Now, as I demonstrated and said so far, her entire kit is to make the enemy team have less fun when they engage her or her allies. My main problem with her is that she's within the first supports to be released with Overwatch 2. And with that being the first support to come with what I call a built-in mistake fixer ability. Well, you might ask, what is a mistake fixer? They are abilities that clean up behind your teammates' mistakes for playing dumb. And how does it do that? Let's say you're a Cassidy. You try flanking the enemy Ana, and what is that? She notices you because your flank was unsuccessful. She slips and instantly nades you. You are low on health, so you run away and ask for heals from your Mercy whilst being chased by the entire enemy team. Now, because you have anti-heal, Mercy can't heal you even if she wanted to, and you die. Now, you, yes, you, what did you learn from this that? Maybe you should have flanked better? Maybe you should have chosen a better approach? So many things you learn from this one exchange. Now, let's add Kiriko to this hypothetical scenario. You again flank, but again you fail and get naded. But what is that? Kiriko. She uses her swift step and uses Suzu on you, removing the anti-nade and fixing your mistake, enabling you to maybe shoot the Ana or even better, reposition. Okay. I might be a bit ahead of myself, but think about all the times that she has silently but surely fixed all your mistakes. You got burnt by an ash dynamite, she's there for you. You got anti-needed, she's also there for you. Now, how can that be inherently bad? She's a support and helping the team. Firstly, it rewards your brain into thinking that the bad play you made, like the Cassidy example, was a good play, and that you should do the same next time. But it's not the case. Don't forget, your flank was not successful. She made it feel like it was. But in actuality, you could have flanked better. You could have learned from the play you did, but you never did because she was there for you when no one else was. But like every toxic relationship, you realize the mistakes and everything you've done that made you feel like they were not mistakes, but they were mistakes. You sucked and didn't learn from it. Now, lore isn't my strong suit. Just like you, the average player, I don't care if Kiriko's mom trained Hanzo, Genji, and her, which screw the lore when this was released. But my main gripe about her is that the trailer Kiriko is a completely different person than the one we have in game. The real Kiriko was killed in Hanamura the day after her fight with the rival gang. She was then replaced by a mysterious businessman named Yoshiko-han. This is the Kiriko we see in-game. Now, I'm too lazy to go through all her dialogue. You can do that yourself. But even the few ones I get when a round starts, it's not the Kiriko in the trailer. She's a complete brat that makes me wanna shut her up. God, I hate her. Now, don't get me wrong, the voice actor does a great job. Her ultimate is very cool. Don't think I'm disrespecting her, as she voices Penny Parker brilliantly in Marvel Rivals. I will leave her Instagram page on the description. Now, I know everyone knows and expects the obvious. She gets a skin every season. Haha, joke. But I'll say something else. Probably. She not only gets a skin every season, she also gets collab skins on top of the season skins. Now, the argument is that she's popular, and that I understand. The most played hero should get the most amount of skins. That's why Venture had a freaking day counter on her, and now is being treated with good skins. Now on to closing thoughts, as I think I rambled a bit too long and should start to end the video. If you come this far, thanks. This video took me about a few months of recording and a week long of brainstorming and also writing the script. I hope it gets some attention, and even if it doesn't, the lucky one who's listening right now, please do subscribe and like the video so more people can maybe see this video. I didn't have time or didn't know how to fit in the script. I also wanted to talk about the kunai and how I hated being one shot by it, or feeling bad for one shotting others, like this poor diva on the background. But it is still funny on my end. Another thing was talking about her hitbox and her model, especially her head, not making any sense, but I couldn't get any clips about it. So you have to take my word and your own experience with this. I had plenty of times when I win more when I don't go for headshots on her, as her head has an extremely tiny hitbox, making me unable to shoot it. Yes, I suck at aiming. And I guess that is all, really. If you like this video, again, drop a like and subscribe for maybe more of these types of videos in the future. Until then, however, see you on the next one.